Hi guys, today I'll be showing you a tutorial on how to make your own game banners for Rainmeter to add to your desktop. These game banners are pretty cool because they also serve as shortcuts to the game, so you can execute it from here, and they also look awesome. But that all depends on how well you make them. But they're not too hard. So first thing, credit goes to this guy on DeviantArt for first making, or at least I used his at first. Pretty much all I did was I took his Rainmeter files and I modified them, just changing the image and where they and what program they execute to what games I needed. But of course, you could download his. They come with those games there. But most importantly, here is a link to the PSD file, which will be the template we're going to use to make the image for the banner. So that's really the most important thing about going to this link. So first things first, we're going to go into Rainpad, and we're going to want to make a new Rainmeter skin. Yeah, when we hit new, this isn't needed. So fill out author, just call it what you will. Call this update 1.101 or something, whatever you want. Skin path isn't really needed. Then go into add a meter and hit image. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to make a skin with a picture on it, pretty much. That's why it's called image. I'm so smart. Anyway, so now the width and the height is all depending on how big you want it, of course. 280 by 40 will be like it has on the right. You can always make this any other size you want. Just make sure that when you do change up the size of the Rainmeter skin, you also want to change up the size of the image, because image size and Rainmeter size don't exactly correlate. So what you may have is a very big Rainmeter skin while you have a very small image inside that skin, so that skin will take up a lot of space on your desktop, but there's only so much of the image. Image name we're going to leave blank for now. We're going to add that in after we make our banner skin. Button action, so make sure you have button clicked and left click. Now go into that little thing right there and go into your desktop and find the desktop shortcut for the game you want to install. For this one, I'm going to make one for Long Live the Queen. So go into, well, right click it, properties, find the URL right here, copy that, and you're going to want to paste that into button action, because then when you click it, that tells this part tells it what program to open or what link to go to. Crap. Oh, there it is. Okay, so hit OK for now. Meter name is not unique. Fuck you. Okay, there, that's unique enough. All right, now important part here, where it says left mouse down action, make sure you change down to up, because what happens on down is as soon as you click down, as soon as you click down on the banner, it will automatically execute whatever you told it to do, which in this case is open up the game. But if you hit up, that means upon releasing the click, then it will actually do it. If you hit down and you're trying to, it's going to be real annoying, because you're going to try to drag this thing and you can't drag it because all we'll do is open up the program. And yeah, so you make sure it's up, and then again your width and your height, and your X and your Y is position, and since you're going to move it around anyway, you don't need to set that right now. Now go into Photoshop, and this is a previous banner I just made for Final Fantasy XIV. So now we opened up the banner template, which was provided in that DeviantArt link. And you want to resize this image to 1680 by 240, which is pretty much 6 or 8 times that of the original 240 by 40. Yeah, 6. Or 280 by 40. At least, so then when you give it a high definition file like 1920 by 1080, it won't be so distorted as it would be trying to fit a 1920 by 1080 into a 280 by 40 file. So then you're going to want to open up whatever file you found that you want. For this one, I just happened to find something that was already pretty much there. For most of these game banners, what I did was I found myself a background, such as this, and then went ahead and got myself a logo with a transparent background, so I could just layer the logo over to the wallpaper and it would make something cool, which is I've done with a bunch of the other game banners as well. But of course, games like Long Live the Queen, no one ever bothered to get the logo and stuff. So we're just gonna Control A and copy this and paste it into the banner. And of course, since this whole thing 1680 by 240, the original size of the one I downloaded was like 600 by 400, so of course it's super small. And we're going to transform that, and hopefully it'll wrap and not look so crappy. Okay, it does look crappy. Crap. Alright, so disregard what I said about image size, I guess. So when you only only upscale the banner if the file you're importing is larger, a lot larger. Let's put it that way. So yeah, sorry about that. But that was a very useful tip that you should follow. If you're going to do something like 1920 by 1080 into this thing, it's not going to work. Anyway, so we got that, and we're going to resize it so we can actually see it. And that should work. Alright, cool. Of course it's super tiny. It's going to be real tiny when you put it over here. It doesn't really matter. So this is the important part. Save as, and you're going to want to call it something. So we're going to call it Long Live the Queen. Try to give the file name something easy. So then you go into libraries, documents, and you should have, if you have Rainmeter installed, you should have the Rainmeter folder, which should include all your skins. And if you didn't install the game banners from the DeviantArt link I showed you, you would want to create your own folder inside the Rainmeter skins folder. And you don't have to call it game banners, just make sure it's inside the skins folder, and that's where all of your game banners will be stored. So we're going to open that up, and we're going to make a new folder for this one, call it Long Live the Queen. And we're going to save our PNG banner into that folder. Then we go back into RainPad, and under image name, we're going to put Long Live the Queen, or whatever name you gave the image you saved, into that folder. And then go into Save As. Open up the Rainmeter skins folder. Open up the whatever folder you saved all your game banners into. Open up the folder for the corresponding game. Give your Rainmeter file a title. And save that into the folder. You're going to want to make sure that all your images are inside the same folder as the Rainmeter file. It just makes it so much easier. So we save that. Now we go and open up Rainmeter, and you're going to want to refresh all so that all the changes have been made. Find yourself the folder, find yourself the Rainmeter file, and load it, and there you go. Should be right there, and you're going to put it wherever you want. For now, I'm going to replace Plants vs. Zombies. And for extra points, keep everything alphabetized, and then slot it in there, and you're good. And then make sure you can save your layout if you want to just overwrite one of them. But yeah, and there you go. So, and with these banners, like I said before, just click it, and the game should be loading, and there you go. All right, that's how you make game banners for Rainmeter. All right, stop playing. Yes, go away. All right, cool. Thank you, and hopefully this helped.